All right, guys, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're all doing good. Let's get this crypto live underway. So today has been a wild day, not just for crypto, for me in general. But I hope you guys are doing good. The market is kind of all over the place. And Bitcoin had a big drop today, obviously, into the New York session. We were doing a live in the New York session, guys, and my internet went out. I've been having problems with my internet, so I'm sorry about that. But you can kind of see Bitcoin is ranging in this area right here, which is Oric, what is up? CJDV, what is up? Crypto Cheer, what is up? Hoodie, what is up? Tim, let's go, guys. Hit that like button, smash it. Let's get trending on YouTube. No problem, no problem. It's been a day today for sure. I'll tell you that much. How's everyone doing, guys? Are you shorting or longing the market right now? Good evening, Olga. How you doing? All right, guys. So Bitcoin did essentially break this trend, but you can see that Tokyo is really just ranging. Okay, we're just ranging in the market, guys, hanging out there. Not much is happening. Not much is happening, guys, in the market other than Tokyo is pumping a bit now, but definitely we are in that oversold area at the moment. So the market is definitely oversold, but more so than not definitely just ranging, right? Smash up that like button, guys. Let's get this live trending. My day was absolutely crazy today. My mom's, my cat I've had since 18 actually ended up passing away. And my mom lost her mind because she's been with that cat for a while. And me too, right? So long day. That happened. But other than that, guys, crypto is looking okay. It isn't looking necessarily bearish, but it's not looking necessarily bullish either, because we have a little bit of a fake out here off of this bearish pennant drop. Now you can see the 1 hour is definitely going up, right? 1 hour is definitely going up in the market. But overall, your 18 is dropping. Overall, your 4 hour is completely dropping, and this is just ranging momentum. CJDV, I got you. Okay, guys, so this is just ranging momentum, and you could kind of see the market just doing its thing, right? Now, if we go to right here on Bitcoin and we go to our liquidity gap right here, we can see we're kind of bouncing off of this area right here. We can see we didn't actually hit the support right here, about 84,300. Okay, no problem, guys. I appreciate you. It's just been a crazy day today, right? So we bounced off this area here, which is our first support around 85.3. Okay. 85.3 was a major area for the market. And now you can kind of see what the market is doing. So in the longer term, it looks like we are going to go down to about 82.6 in the longer term. In the shorter term, Bitcoin is really just in this ranging pennant right now. So you keep on revisiting the high. You keep on revisiting 86.4 and rejecting. If you look at the trend right here, the trend is broken. Okay, so this little uptrend that we held since 85.3 is broken, and you could kind of see Bitcoin going sideways. A lot of sideways momentum. It's all good, guys. I appreciate you. I've had that cat since I was 18, so more so sad for my mom than anything, because my mom has some mental health issues. But nonetheless, I appreciate you guys. It's just been a crazy day today. Market dumping, trying to get in trades, trying to trade, and yeah, it's been pretty wild. So essentially here you can see Bitcoin bouncing off this area right here. It should roll over. It definitely should roll over, but it doesn't have to roll over. It could fake out, but it should roll over right here in the shorter term, because the shorter term is what Bitcoin is playing, right? So this should be the drop shortly into the London session. Now, we always know New York drops. I would say London is probably going to drop too as well. I would say London is probably going to dump the market this time, because you broke the trend. And this is definitely not a longing market, guys, at the moment. Definitely not a longing market. So what we need Bitcoin to do is drop, okay, and drop a lot. The reason why is because now we know that Bitcoin hit the top of the daily. So this right here was the top of the daily, okay? Whether we like it or not, that was the top of the daily. Technically, this was a little breakout, but a fake out. But we can see that this right here was the top of the daily. So what happens in rounded tops? Well, rounded tops always come down to the bottom. And essentially, you're looking for Bitcoin hitting around 71K at the moment. We were at 76K before. We were at 76K before, guys, and now we're aiming for 72K. Now, obviously, this is not going to happen in one shot. The market is going to range. We're following AMDs, so we're following accumulation, manipulation, distribution. New York was the one that distributed. Tokyo essentially was accumulating, and I guess London was accumulating. I would even call maybe Tokyo a bit of manipulation there. But we can see that we are just ranging off of this area right here, okay? So essentially, this is going to be the top of the market unless you break out. But even if you break out, I would say that's going to be a fake out, because you're ranging between 86.4 and 85.7, right? Can you guys hear me? Professor Carter, I think you I think you're at the beginning of the live because I definitely have my audio on. Smash up that like button, guys, if you haven't. I really appreciate you guys for coming on the live, taking the time out of your day to spend time with your with your families, to spend time with me. Let's run up this live. If you guys are on Twitch, follow me on Twitch and play the live in the back on Twitch. But essentially right here, you can see the 5-minute is now overbought, and you can see Bitcoin is going sideways. So we know that Tokyo is accumulation. Okay. Kevin, how you doing? We know that Tokyo is accumulation, guys. We can see it right here, but we did break the little uptrend. So you're pretty much going to see crypto range in this area for a bit. All right. All right, how's everyone doing today, guys? What trades are you guys in? Are you sitting on your hands? What targets do you think Bitcoin is going to get to? No problem. I appreciate you guys. Pets are a big thing to me. Yeah, especially since can you guys hear the live properly? Let's try. I turned up the volume. All right, so it looks like, yeah, it looks like we're going to range for Tokyo, which isn't a bad thing. Okay, you guys could hear me perfect. Kevin, you think Bitcoin's going down to mid-70s? You're definitely right. You're right for sure. If you look at this area right here on your channel, you can see that Bitcoin is definitely going down to roughly, well, we broke this previous uptrend. So this 81 uptrend, we broke it. We also broke this area right here. We also, technically you can say we back tested this right here. You can say this was pretty much a back test. Everything is moving slow, not jumping into anything yet. So yeah, Tokyo is accumulation, AMD, right? So we have Tokyo accumulating. Manipulation is either going to be London or New York, and distribution is either going to be London or New York. Okay, so you can see that Bitcoin is on target. Obviously, it is on target for 81. But if we actually look at the bottom of the channel here, guys, we can see Bitcoin potentially dumping all the way to 73K. All right, potentially dumping to 73K. So make sure you guys lock in your short if you're in a short, but make sure you set a stop loss and profit, because all this is doing is going sideways right now. We could possibly hit 86.3 again. But really what you're waiting for is you're waiting for this support to break on Bitcoin and then coming down. And you can actually see right here, your 15 minutes about to be overbought. Your 5 minutes overbought again. and your 1 hour is green, but your 4 hour is coming right down. So this is more consolidation more than anything. If you guys are new to the channel, guys, subscribe. I greatly appreciate you guys. Okay, I'm going to show you guys my beloved Aave trade. We go over it every single day. Aave is the gift of giving in the right direction, up and down. Okay, so a couple things here, guys, on Aave. Providing we don't break out, which we shouldn't because the market is in a downtrend, Aave could potentially drop all the way back down to here. So this is a really, really good setup on Aave to take profit. I would be looking at taking profit about maybe 186, but based on the 1 hour time frame being overbought, and based on the 4 hour coming down, Aave is looking like this is going to come back to 196. And if you guys could potentially catch an Aave short at the top, you're aiming for about 166 on Aave. We just have a huge rounded top. This thing pumps and dumps insane. So if you guys could get a short on Aave at the bottom, at the top, that would be a really profitable trade. If it breaks out of right here, it will continue to pump and it will go up. So as of right now, Aave is definitely my favorite trade. It's always been my favorite trade. Mickey, what is up? Got in a short on Aave today. It ran a bit. So we're just waiting for it to come back down essentially or roll over. And then once it breaks this area right here, you got a clear downtrend to about 162. On Aave. And the funny thing about Aave too, guys, is you can look at this 3-day here at the top and you're completely overbought. So definitely a very good coin to watch, but keep in mind, it does swing. And by swing, I mean pump and dump very, very hard. All right. So keep an eye on Aave, guys, and we'll see what it does there. Can I check out GRT, the graph? Absolutely, I could check out GRT. GRT's in a big bear pennant right now. Big bear pennant on GRT. Also very, very oversold. My mom's okay. I got to call her after the live. She's doing all right. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is life. But keep in mind, guys, Bitcoin is going to be ranging for this session. So yeah, Bitcoin is going to be ranging for this session. So basically, I would be very, very cautious getting into a trade because you're going to be up and down, up and down. I would definitely be waiting for the trend to break for sure. All right. So we've got GRT. Yeah, my stream crashed earlier, and then my mom called me and let me know the news. Like, I don't know. It was really, really weird. Typically, guys, we have a morning live at 8 to 8:30 a.m. If for whatever reason my live ends anytime, it is because my internet went out. It isn't necessarily the stream crashing, just my internet is going out. I don't know. I've been having problems with my internet. But yeah, guys, GRT is pretty much the same thing here. So GRT won't stand the test of time if Bitcoin doesn't, right? So you could pretty much see GRT trying to come back up here on the 15 overbought. Once this 1 hour is overbought, guys, GRT should come crashing down. This will actually be a really, really good short to get into GRT. absolutely this would be a good short. You back test and you drop. And GRT can dump all the way down to about 3.5. So pretty good profit on GRT. Pretty good profit for sure. Yeah, I could see GRT just going sideways. So for the person that wanted me to look at GRT, there you go. And you're looking at about 3.5. Make sure you guys smash up that like button. Hit the like, guys. Let's get this live trending. So guys, we know Tokyo is an accumulation. So pretty much what we need now is we need London to dump the market. And it looks, we're not going to dump until that 1 hour is overbought. But it looks like New York is going to be a drop. New York or London, whichever one. Both of them, really. I can see London manipulating and then New York dumping, right? Appreciate you guys. Thank you all for coming on the live, and thanks for your condolences. Appreciate you. I'm not going to try to pretend like I'm okay, you know? Yeah, so anyways, back to crypto. Back to crypto. On hands, getting really bored with crypto. Study my ass off on prop trading. Sinster, let's go. Let's run it up. Let's get going with some prop firms. Okay, let's take a look at quant, and then let's get into the large caps. QNT, quant. All right, let's see what QNT quant is doing. Holy, QNT was a pump and dump. Look at that. Breakout, it broke out, didn't backtest, completely shot through the breakout area, and now is dumping very hard. This market, no matter how bullish we look on something, everything is just very, very weak. So we can see guys, that quant is about to break this trend right here. Quant isn't looking too bad. It is definitely about to break this trend. I don't know if I'd be shorting it because it's at the bottom, but if quant does break this area right here, we could have quant come down to around yeah, this is a huge downtrend on quant. Huge downtrend on quant. So when quant breaks out of this downtrend, this will be a good long, potentially. Remember what I said, guys. Typically, I don't long the market. Yesterday, I was longing the market a bit. I definitely was. Stop losses and profit. You don't long a downtrend. That's kind of the whole gist of it. Okay, we're going to go look at our main particulars here. XRP, Solana, Bonk. Did anybody get into Bonk today? Let's see where Bonk is. Let's look at Sol first. So Sol is doing a double, or sorry, XRP is doing a double bottom. It probably won't play out. Now you can see XRP possibly dumping to around 163. Yeah, now you can see XRP dumping to around 163. Aave is starting to come down as well too, guys. So if you want to get an Aave trade, it is pretty close. Otherwise, you could wait for the break of trend. Let's see here. So if we are looking at XRP should come down to about $1.64. Now, here's the thing, fam. Yes, Bitcoin and everything is dropping. But when we get to the bottom of the channel, and I do truly believe we are going to go chase these wicks, but when we get to the bottom of the channel, I would reevaluate, because when everything gets to the bottom of the channel, man, this dog hair, that is when I would be cautious. I wouldn't be longing, but I would definitely be reevaluating, set a stop loss and profit, all of that jazz, right? So one more thing for the new people or people just coming onto the live, guys. We are in limbo. One of the reasons is because Tokyo is in accumulation. So once this 1 hour becomes overbought on your stochastic RSI, we will continue to go down and match up the 18-hour and the 4-hour time frame. All right. So keep an eye on that, guys. Once we, if you're trying to long, be cautious. All right. Okay. So we've got XRP going to roughly $1.65-ish. We'll look at Solana here. Smash up that like button, guys. If you're new, welcome to the fam. I appreciate you. Let me know where you're from. We are in the Tokyo session for an accumulation session. Did you catch the bonk short? No, I've been playing Aave. I've been playing Aave, honestly. No, but I wish I did, and we'll see what happens. I bet bonk is consolidating a bit. I don't know. So Solana could come down to about $1.09 or more. We got a really good support here in Sol. Obviously, I don't believe it is going to hold. Things are starting to come down, right? So Aave is starting to come down here too, guys. So now is the time to get your short. Only 5x, 7x. Non-financial advice, by the way. 5x, 7x, 5x should be golden, right? So here we can see that we are, I wouldn't touch Solana. Yes, I do think it is going to dump with Bitcoin, but until we break this area, I wouldn't touch it. However, it has been ranging at a triple bottom, which is normally a very bullish pattern in cryptocurrency or any asset, stocks, Forex. So you break that area right here, guys, you do go down to these levels around, 92 and so on and so forth. If we go to the weekly channel on Solana, it already broke. And remember Caspa. So Solana is pretty much going to come down here. And I could really see Solana around $45, but we're not going to talk about that right now, for sure. So now what you guys can see here is you can see the trend is broken. This little uptrend this whole day is broken. So the next session is probably going to drop Bitcoin, I would presume, for sure. Possibly even Tokyo might start dropping Bitcoin. 45 minutes overbought. 30-minute is overbought. Yeah, everything's looking very, very overbought on the shorter time frames. Did I catch the bonk short? No, I did not. Yep, bonk is getting ready to completely dump. So bonk broke the back test right here. Bonk is back testing this area right here. And bonk is looking like it is about to dump. And remember what I said bonk could do, guys. There's really no more support on bonk. So it could potentially dump 100% or more. Definitely. Keep an eye on bonk. Bonk is absolutely going to tank. I would wait till the 1 hour is overbought, but if this 1 hour gets overbought, this thing could absolutely dump. Yo, what is up? Can I look at ADA? Can I look at Render? For sure, guys. Hit that like button, guys. If you're not signed up for beastlimitless.com, do it. It is completely free. I put trade setups. You know when I become live, when I go live. Once bonk breaks this 5-minute uptrend, you short it, okay? Technically, it's a 15-minute uptrend. You wait for the back test and you short bonk to the grave, honestly, all right? Because bonk will come down like bricks. But do not touch a short on bonk until the trend is broken, guys, all right? So I'm going to set an alert here on bonk. CJDV just put the app, beastlimitless.com. If you're new to our channel, new to our community, guys, we do this every single day. I'm not saying we're always right, but we've got a good percentage. And one of the reasons I've been going with the trend is your friend, right? Last night, I put out a Telegram message. I'm getting out of all longs. I hopped in a long this morning. I got out. My freaking my internet went down. And just today, it's been wild. But yeah, Bitcoin, right? Consolidating. So we could very well push back up to 86.3. If you do, that's probably going to be your short in the market, right? Okay, we've got some render, guys. We're looking for dynamite shorts right now. Absolutely dynamite shorts, guys. I'm going to be with you through this drop potentially. Maybe I will go live in London, or I'll just stay live throughout the whole night, because why not? Why not? 24-hour live. I'm just wired up. I am so thing with trading right now. I've been... So render... I don't know how I like it. Render is kind of still on an uptrend. Yeah, so render is kind of still on an uptrend, guys. We can see this support break in here. 24-hour live. I'm kidding. I don't know if we'll do a 24-hour live, but we'll definitely do a long live for you guys. I'll do my best, all right? Make sure you guys hit that like button, though. I wouldn't touch render. I would not touch render with the 10-foot pole because render could possibly pump back up to here, and we are gliding on a little uptrend, right? Anytime Bitcoin pushes up, render pushes up. We are in a bear flag right now on render. But if we're looking at the macro on render, I said I wouldn't touch render with a caveat in the shorter term. We could come down to 127, and we can ultimately come down all the way to 51 cents. Okay, guys, I got to get you ready for the Aave shorts. So if you guys aren't in the Aave short already, that is fine, but I'll show you where you would get into it. This would be a good area to get into it, 5x. Honestly, you should be safe. But if you want to be extra safe, you would get into it at the break of 186. 186 is where I would potentially be getting into it. At the break of 186. Okay, Cardano, ADA. ADA. Well, ADA is about to chase that wick, right? A lot of coins are going to go and chase this wick, guys, on the daily. A lot of coins are going to go chase this wick. Right here at about 27.5. And ADA's not special. ADA's dropping. 4 hours dropping. 1 hour is almost overbought. So when Cardano breaks this support, I would be definitely looking for a short all day, for sure. $37 is the break of support. 36.7. There's nothing really holding Cardano up at the moment except for Bitcoin. All right. So we've got a 4 hour close here, guys, in the market. We will see what happens after this 4 hour. Obviously, we know the market is going to come down a bit. We could really expect the market to start dumping in the next 6 hours. The reason being is because you broke your 8 hour. And this 8 hours getting very, very close to your 30%. So essentially, in the next 5-6 hours here, you can see the market starting to really come down. It should come down based on that RSI. Why is Pippin pumping so much? I have no idea. People are using it as a pump and dump coin. Kind of like Aave. Aave's been all over the place too as well. Yeah, I don't know what to say about Pippin. People keep on pumping it. So technically, I wouldn't even touch Pippin at the moment, but technically, if you want to look at the trend, Pippin could pump all the way to 105. Right? So retraced uptrend. Now it could pump. Actually, it could pump a lot higher. It could pump up to 130. I personally wouldn't touch Pippin though, because sure it is on an uptrend, but I don't know. Anything could happen with the market. Huge rounded bottom. That is one of the reasons it pumped. You can see a huge rounded bottom here. And if you're looking to a possible take profit on the Fibonacci retracement here, yeah, it could pump to $1.05 and then ultimately $1.30 at the top of the channel. Why is it pumping? I have no idea. No idea. I wouldn't touch Pippin for a short. I personally wouldn't touch Pippin for a short. You could short Pippin, but I wouldn't. Myself. So is London going to dump the market today, guys? We broke the trend already. Someone's going to dump it. It is either going to be New York or London. We'll see what happens here. All right, let's take a look. I want to take a look at Turbo, see how far it dropped. Luna Classic, Ethereum. Turbo is doing jack. Nothing. I'm going to set an alert right here because that will be a very beautiful short. ZEC. Okay, let's take a look at Zcash. Hope you guys are liking the lives. Again, sorry for this morning. But after I got the news, I couldn't go live again. My head wasn't trading this morning. So if you guys were wondering what happened, I did post an update, but it is what it is. All right, so Bitcoin's coming down here. I don't trust the drop because we are more ranging than anything in Tokyo. But sure, I'll take it. I'll take the drop any day. Zcash back to 50. We would love it. We would love it, right? We'll look at Zcash. So Zcash, man, I like the short. Okay, I really like the short. Yeah, I like the short on Zcash, so it should dump to about 238 because we're following a downtrend now, right? So, and we're breaking this macro here from December 2nd. So we're looking at 238 to about 235 at the bottom of the 800 SMA. Did anybody end up taking the Aave short? You guys know that's my favorite trade at the moment. And again, non-financial advice, guys. I'm just relaying setups. You guys protect your capital. I personally am not going to touch Zcash. I like it, but I don't know. Okay, so Bitcoin definitely broke here. So now what we're doing is we're just waiting for to drop. But I feel like we double bottom here and we range more into Tokyo. Maybe, we'll see. I would say we probably double bottom and then we range into Tokyo session, or we just dump. There's a possibility we dump, but you can see that we're ranging into the AMD accumulation, right? So We know Tokyo's accumulation. That means London and New York got to dump it essentially. What is my VP indicator target? VRVP, visible range, volume profile. And I got my row size set at 270. 200 volume area up, 70 down. Okay, Aave is coming down really nicely. Bitcoin's coming down really nicely. Again, guys, after this 8 hours or 4 more hours, we're going to really start coming down in the market. In the Aave short, up 30%. Awesome, awesome. Love it, right? I see a pattern on Aave. I trade it. I play it, essentially. For the people that aren't in Aave, you'd be getting it at the break of 186. Riding it all the way down to 177, essentially. So yeah, once we get this drop, we're golden, right? We know the bear pennant target is 81, but we know we're going to come a lot lower than 81 because if we go to 81, we're just dropping to the bottom of the channel. And if we look at our liquidity blocks here, Bitcoin, I keep on saying liquidity blocks, but they're pretty much, it's pretty much like Bookmap, right? So we broke the trend. We back tested the trend here. But here's what I don't like. We have this major support around 85.5. Once we break 85.5, then we are going to come out and we're going to dump, right? If we're looking at the 4-hour time frame, this is going to be a lot of support for us to run past. We know we're dropping. We know we're in a downtrend, but essentially 83.5 is going to be a major support area for Bitcoin to hit, okay? And then if we just break through that, glaze it through, then we come down to this area. And this is really where you got to be cautious because even though we're going to our 72K target, essentially Bitcoin could come all the way down to right here, right? So we're looking really at that 80K at the bottom. If you're looking at the 18-hour, that would be the bottom. 86 is what I'd be looking for. If it breaks that discount and the week low, so you can see that is a week low right there in the discount. This is a major portion. Then you're obviously going to go 74, well, and then 74, and then ultimately 65. So let's see what happens here with the market, and let's make money, guys. Smash up that like button. If you're new to our community, shout out to you. I go live every single day, morning and night. 8 a.m. to 8:30, in between 8:30 and 8 p.m. at night. 4 hours a day, we're going live. All right. And if you guys have not signed up for our app or website, guys, it is completely free for all the new people. beastlimitless.com. Post your wins. All right, guys, post your wins on our come say hi in the pack chat and post charts. Okay, beastlimitless.com. It's completely free. I don't want no money from you. I just want you to have fun and make money in our community. Alan, BNB. Okay, wait. Before BNB is bonk breaking. Who's going to catch this bonk short? Who is going to catch this bonk short, fam? I'm definitely going to catch it, because after that, there is no more support. You're looking at 10%. You're ultimately looking at 100%. Yeah. But remember what I said, guys. We're in the accumulation session in Tokyo. So even though we're dumping, we're still accumulating until London. All right. I'll be in Bonk. Yep. Bonk is looking really good. Okay. We're going to look at BNB for Alan. Keep on hitting that like button, guys. We've got this live trending, highest number of views we've had pretty much ever. You guys are awesome. So let me ask you guys a question. What are you guys looking at picking up at the bottom? 70K roughly, right? What are you guys looking at the bottom? It could dump to 65, but what coins are you looking at picking up? We got to be smart and get spot positions at the bottom, right? Sorry, dog hair. So BNB, same thing. BNB is on a little bit of an uptrend here. So you're looking at about 825 for BNB. So when BNB breaks this, and this is another good short, shout out to Alan, all right? The reason this is a good short, guys, because you have an 800 SMA death cross right here. If you break this 800 SMA on BNB, let's throw up BNB here. So we've got support at about 784. Dusty Hunt short everything. That has pretty much been the name of the game the last half a year. We've been on a downtrend, right? You could long, but technically longs, you're not going to get paid that much compared to shorts. Okay, what was I doing? BNB. So BNB is back testing this. Where am I getting that from? 793. Where's 793? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So BNB needs to break this area, but once it breaks this discount, essentially weekly low, you're looking at about 735 from about 798. And if you're looking at the daily, because it has back tested your sweep, and essentially what a sweep is, you guys know what a sweep is, but equilibrium sweep right here. And you're looking at BNB hitting about 757, essentially, in that region right there, right? BNB is not looking too bad, but again, you needed to break that support. The thing is with a lot of coins, some are going to consolidate, guys, and some are not. Some are going to go pump out of nowhere. So if you think you're in a safe short, you may be, but make sure you know your Make sure you know your areas of resistance and support. I love my dog, but man, she's giving me... All right, guys, shout out to everybody new on the channel, guys. I appreciate you letting me know where you're tuning in from. Asian shares decline in pre-jobs data trade. Got it. Bonk is not breaking down yet. Great. It means we have an opportunity, right? Personally, I don't want Bonk to break down on the live. I'll be honest with you. Some of the coins I'm waiting for, I don't want it to break down on the live because I got to watch them and look like these are low caps, right? So low caps bounce up really, really quick. Did I check render earlier? You were on a call. For sure I did, but I'll look at, we'll pull up render here again from your buddy. Watching from New Zealand. Shout out to New Zealand. Okay, so let's look at render in the shorter term here. Josh, you've been out of the loop. New beginnings, man. New beginnings. New beginnings, brother. I took a break for 5 months. Crypto was dead. We came back, rocking and rolling. Shout out to California. So if we're looking at render, we have support right here. I'm from Canada. I am from Canada. Render is looking okay. Okay, render is looking very good. I shouldn't say okay, but if you look at this macro here, render can dump all the way down to 124. The key factor is when render breaks this area right here, guys, render is coming all the way down to 55 cents. In that area right there. So I would set an alert right here on render if you want to trade it because it is definitely going to go chase this wick. CJDV just posted my X account, guys. Make sure you guys go follow me on X, BeastX Bitcoin. All right, who's waiting for the drop, guys? Who is waiting for the infamous drop? The crazy thing is the 1 hour hasn't even moved, which means when this 1 hour gets overbought, we are coming down, down, down. And I mean dumping, absolutely dumping. Have I done ETH yet? No, I have not done ETH. Watch us all get squeezed. It could happen, right? Tokyo is in an accumulation session, so this could definitely pump back up to 89.3. 86.3. Holy man, look out that fake out on Ethereum. Wow. Crazy. Absolutely ludicrous. This is what I mean when I looked at Ethereum last night. I didn't trust it, but Guys, we back tested on Ethereum. Boom and boom, fake out. We absolutely back tested on Ethereum, guys. We're faking out. So now here's a good, okay, so here's where you want to look at the market. Bitcoin already broke the trend, okay? Bitcoin definitely broke the trend, guys. So what do you think we're going to do on Ethereum? Ethereum never broke the trend. To play Bitcoin, to play Aave, to play all these other coins that broke the trend is great. But now you have easy money on Ethereum because Ethereum never broke the trend. Ethereum is not following Bitcoin. It is following Bitcoin to a T, but Ethereum's a lot more bullish than Bitcoin right now. It will break the trend, obviously, but that means we could get into a short at a back test here and run it down all the way to the bottom around 2,300. Okay? So Ethereum's looking very, and I mean very, very good for a short. Obviously, when it is when it breaks it, right? And then you're going to dump all the way down to 2,300. So that's pretty cool. Ethereum never broke the trend, which means that we've got a clear trade when it breaks it of 25%. Because normally in the market, if Bitcoin drops, a lot of altcoins are going to drop. Ethereum didn't do that, right? So there's a possibility for Ethereum to absolutely tank. Shout out to all the people on the live, guys. I appreciate you guys for joining the live. Thank you so much. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to set an alert on Ethereum. We may very well double bottom here. I don't think. GP, how you doing, brother? Yeah, Aave is crazy. Aave is absolutely crazy. But Aave is the gift of giving. I'm telling you right now, if you catch the drop on Aave, it is absolutely the gift of giving. And if you catch the pump on Aave, I'll be honest with you guys. A lot of big boys have been talking up ETH recently, so likely are they going to let us pump it and then they dump on their heads, right? Yeah, it looks like New York and London is going to take us down, down, down. But I will definitely be getting into an Ethereum trade when we break that region right there. Okay, I'm going to set a short order on Bitcoin here. So remember, guys, when that trend breaks, trend is your friend, right? The trend is absolutely your friend. All right, we got 30 minutes left on this 4-hour close. Aave is up and down all over the place. Longs and shorts. I'd be shorting Aave all day and longing it. It just bounces so quick. All right, let's see what kind of coins are trending right now on CoinGecko, if anything. Hey, let's look at Tron. I know Tron was going to break out. Tron would be a good short too. Tron would absolutely be a good short right here. Well, it would have been right here, about 27.9. I wouldn't trade Tron now unless it comes back to the breakout, but you can see that Tron is pretty much a pump and dump there. Didn't even hit the top of resistance, which is crazy to me. But now we can see Tron coming all the way down to we can see Tron coming down a lot. I don't know if I'd be shorting Tron. Tron's very, very slow. Yeah, I don't think I'd be playing Tron. But if it does break this support, Tron could come down a lot, which is like ultimately 23 cents. If we look at the macro here on Tron, guys, it does need to retrace. Let's see where Tron got to here. So Tron is still in an uptrend. Man, I hate that. And it could drop all the way down to 25 cents. So I wouldn't really be trading Tron. There's more coins to trade. That being said, though, it does move slow. So if you're looking for a low volatility mover, Tron would absolutely be your best bet here. Yeah, there goes Bitcoin, guys. The accumulation session in Tokyo was great, but you're in a downtrend, right? So essentially, we're looking at Bitcoin going right there, all the way down to 81.5. Well, a lot lower, to be honest. A lot lower. Smash up that like button, guys. Let's get this algorithm trending as Bitcoin is dumping. AVAX. Tell me Aave is going to be dumping too, please. Holy, AVAX with 14 bucks. Is AVAX going to zero? Yeah, pretty much. Not zero, but I would say AVAX is coming to about $8 for sure. Absolutely. Again, guys, if you try to short this falling knife, I'll say it again. I'm just trying to say it so everybody remembers. We are in an accumulation zone. Okay? So that means that, yes, we are dumping, but it is going to dump and pump and dump and pump, and people are going to buy, and it's going to go down more, right? So I just don't want anybody getting wrecked. And, oh, you said it was dumping. AMD, right? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Asia is in accumulation right now. That means London or New York is going to be distributing, and we know the trend is going to be down and manipulating too. London could be manipulating too. So here's the thing. Possibility if London doesn't drop, we could wick all the way back down up here and then back down, right? So we'll have to see. We're literally crypto most bullish year ever turned out to be a rug. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Rug it up, boys and girls. Which is okay because I like shorting, I like long in the market. I'll do both. All right, let's see what Luna Classic is doing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So it broke trend. This dump did nothing to Luna Classic. Jack, nothing. So Luna Classic could dump a lot, but I wouldn't touch it. It could come back down to here. I definitely would not touch Luna Classic at all. But it should, off this wick here, it should come back down to here, technically. It is kind of ranging at the conversion, the baseline right here. Want to see what Sky is doing. $177 is the target for Aave, but 165 is really the target for Aave. Sky's just ranging. This was pumping a lot here. I wouldn't really trade that. So again, if you're in the Aave trade, non-financial advice, I appreciate you guys for trusting me. As always here, 177 would be my take profit, but if you're looking at Aave, it did fake out, and technically off this fake out double top, it should drop down to around 165 to 162. But in the shorter term, yes, my take profit would be about 177 for sure. Yeah, so little fake out on Tokyo here. We'll see what happens after this 4-hour close. I would say we're going to drop, but again, with that accumulation, London and New York are going to take the strings, guys. That is what is essentially going to happen. Retail went to Polymarket and FanDuel. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Speaking of Trump, just so you guys know how low Trump can go here. Once Trump breaks 513, this thing is probably going to $1.27. So we were talking about Bonk being a good trade. Well, Trump is also a very, very good trade. Now, I will say Trump is a manipulation coin. So if you're trading it, low leverage. But we can see Trump dump all the way down to about $1.31, which is absolutely ludicrous. Yeah, so Bitcoin is coming back up with that accumulation phase that we're in, right? So you're looking for that back test of support, and then you're looking for really $1.67 on Trump. So I'm going to set an alert on Trump at around 496. Could I look at folks had heaps of hype and ran to 46 and then now it's 16? Okay. Folks finance. Yeah, so folks, it is in an uptrend. Do you guys think GameFi is ever going to come back? I don't care about the metaverse. Don't give me the metaverse. I don't want them. I'm not going to be playing in the metaverse. You're never going to make me play in the metaverse. I like being active. I don't know. Maybe there'll be a metaverse project that is cool, but as of right now, I think GameFi would be cool to come back. But the problem with GameFi is they were all using stuff that you pay and buy. I'm going to be very careful with my wording, but items that you pay and buy. Why not play in the meta? Because the graphics aren't there, so to speak. The graphics just really aren't there. I'll be real with you guys. Yeah, folks is looking okay. I don't know. It's so tough for me to say long a coin in a downtrend market, but here's the resistance. I could see it coming back down to here. I can see it faking out, pumping to about 19 and then dropping. But if you're really looking at this trend right here, yeah, we're absolutely coming down. Absolutely. CT Raps, thank you for your comment. Appreciate you. Welcome to the fam. People just buy PS5 or something. Yeah, you're right. So I wonder when Ethereum is going to dump through the night, possibly. Well, if we look at the 8-hour time frame on ETH, yeah, so ETH, you're riding about 6 to 8 hours here for a dump on Ethereum. Man, this dog here. And I got a fan. It's blowing in my face. OM is a crazy one. Yeah, OM is pretty crazy for sure. OM is dumping. Yeah. So OM is likely going to chase this wick at about 3 cents. So another one, guys, OM, you could trade, right? Likely we're going to chase this wick. It is breaking. Hypothetically, you could short it, very low leverage, once it breaks this this trend right here. What is the timeline on Aave in the next 8 hours to 12 hours here? See, Aave first needs to break that uptrend that it is in, and then we should come down like bricks. So we're in this little 5-minute uptrend here. Low trend, but it is a trend nonetheless. And essentially, you're looking at Aave backtesting here and then going down to about 177, right? So in this economy, Metaverse is going to be put on the shelf. Last week, Meta pulled billions out of the Meta project. Oh, crazy. So Metaverse is dead for now. Yeah, look at Bitcoin, guys. So Bitcoin is coming back up here in the accumulation phase. So there's a possibility on Aave that I don't think it'll bounce because it's already in the downtrend, but there is a possibility we do have a fake bounce right here because that would be the 5-minute. And then essentially the break right here, she's just going to dump all the way down to 177 and lower at that point. So we are at the breaking point on Aave. Okay, let me go look at some more CoinGecko stuff here and see what is happening on CoinGecko. Monad is 1.9. Anything that is good. Okay, DGB. Holy, DGB is very low. What has pumped that has the potential to dump a lot? Aster's 82 cents. That's crazy. Sui's $1.46. There you go. There's your trending stuff, Monero. I wonder if Monero is ever going to come back down. XMR? I wonder. I was telling people to buy Monero down here, guys, when it was all the way down. No, when we had that drop in 24. I was saying hold a Monero long. Now it's 25. Yeah, Monero's in an uptrend. CEO Zuckerberg made the decision during budget planning. Because we got to get back to a real world. And I'll be honest with you guys, gas vehicles are going to be coming back in waves. The whole electricity thing, great. We love it. Great for the environment. But it isn't going to last. People have stopped buying trucks that are electric. People have stopped buying cars. They're going to gas models. It's the same thing, right? They're trying to create a new fad, so to speak. It's not going to work. And sure, I love protecting the environment, but Monero's in an uptrend. Don't touch it. Dash is tanking, another privacy coin. There we go. Dash pumped a lot. I just want to see essentially where we can drop to, right? Oh, man, Dash would have been an amazing short. Wow. Dash kind of broke out, but it already broke the trend. Man, Dash would have been a dynamite short. I should have been watching Dash. Right there, 69 bucks on Dash. Yeah, so essentially Dash is going to come all the way down to the bottom here. It would be a nice area to find a take profit on Dash if we broke the channel. Yeah, we did. Yeah, you're looking at Dash coming all the way down to 22. So I'm not saying short it now, but I am not saying short it now, guys, but Dash is looking pretty prime. Here's your downtrend right here on Dash. It could dump all the way down to 31. Look at that. If you get into a low leverage short here on Dash, this could potentially dump all the way down to 29 bucks or lower. Actually, really at the bottom of the channel. So you're looking at Dash hitting about 19. You need that 1 hour to be overbought. But yeah, if that 1 hour is overbought, Dash is looking like a banger short. Banger short. Shout out to Alan on the Dash call. Man, you've been giving great calls. Ave, Dash. Just set a stop loss above here, 41 bucks, right? And Dash is pretty much going to come down. Okay, guys, so I could actually confirm Ave has officially broken the uptrend. So now we're riding Ave all the way down. There you go. So off of this 4 hour close, we should continue dumping to around 178. Should, unless we fake out. Which I don't see that happening. We could backtest 187.55, but we definitely broke it. Make sure you guys set a stop loss and profit, guys. I shared Ave at the beginning of the live at 192. Broke the trend and is now essentially ranging. I would say beats a good short right here. Could dump all the way back down to 246. Yeah, the market's in limbo, guys. So we're in this little accumulation into London. And then you're looking at total 3, which is your altcoins. Let's see what total 3 is doing. So total 3, there's your bear flag. It broke out of the bear flag. We all know that. So total 3 is steady, but it is dropping. I think one of the reasons altcoins have dropped is because total 3 broke the uptrend here. So altcoins are going to start coming down. Total 3 broke the uptrend, which means that altcoins are definitely going to start coming down. Okay, so we got about 1 minute left in this 4-hour close, and we'll see what happens here. Yeah, total 3 broke. So this area right here, you're going to see total 3 bounce around till the London session. Kevin, do I think Doge could go under 10? Yes, I do. So Doge is back testing this break. This is a good short. Once Doge breaks, this is a really good short. It already back tested here and it is ranging. Doge is a really good short if, yeah, it is looking like a good short. Maybe I would wait till this support breaks, but it did definitely break that uptrend, right? When BTC dumps, Avid's going to rip. I don't think so, but anything could happen, right? If it breaks that 5-minute trend, it is going to come down with it, potentially. It could, right? But it is in a downtrend. At least to about 177. I don't know if I'd hold Ave past 177. I'm expecting Ave to go to about 165 or 166. Oh, ripped down. Okay, I meant you meant ripped. Yeah, for sure. So let's see. Yeah, Ave broke. So now you're going to continue to drop. You could technically backtest that area, but we already broke. You could range in this area and then come down. Let me look at this 4-hour close. 4-hour close. Okay, 4 hours moving up, man. But the 1 hour is overbought. 15 is oversold. 5 is oversold. 1 hour is pushing down. 15 MACD is pushing down. Okay, so we've got some confirmation that Aave should drop to about whatever I said here, 177. Check the 1 minute here. This is gonna try to wick people out for sure. At least the people who are shorting at that trend line. So yeah, we had that drop, guys, at about 85.3. Now we're coming back up. So I would say we touch this fair value gap one more time, 86 to about 86.2. Keep in mind the 15-minute is moving up, so there is going to be a bit of sideways uptrend, slow momentum, and then we drop. Then we'll be dropping pretty hard. I would like Bitcoin to push up one more time to 86.2. Then I'll be dialing in one more short, and then we drop. It all depends on what London is going to do. So Aave should be starting to dump here shortly, because now the 15-minute and the 5-minute is overbought on Bitcoin. All right, what else do we got? I pretty much went over everything. Like, for sure, I want to do a 24-hour live and a long live with you guys, but there's nothing happening. We're pretty much just watching Bitcoin. I guess we could go look at a couple support levels for SUI. See what SUI is doing. Man, I remember us calling this at 79 cents. Like, just crazy. Just ludicrous. Okay. So SUI is got support here. We break this. We chase the wick all day, all day. So I was setting alert on SUI here, guys, at about 130, because if SUI breaks this support, you're pretty much going to go chase that wick around 63%. Or I mean 63 cents. Up on the Aave short, printing, awesome, awesome. Good stuff, good stuff. Should roll over here shortly. You might even consolidate a bit in this area. It all depends on what Bitcoin is going to do. Let's go, people winning on the Aave short. We just wait for the trend break, right? I really want to get into a bonk trade. Because bonk broke. So if we look at right here, it isn't doing anything. Which means that when this 5-minute drops, This is just going to be a dynamite short. Absolutely dynamite. Go and be beautiful, fam. Go and be beautiful. This bearish pennant is absolutely what I want to see on Bonk. And the 1 hour is already overbought. We're back testing right here. We just need that 5 minute to break on Bonk, and then we're rocking and rolling. Okay, guys, I'm going to get a glass of water real quick. I'll stay on the live for a bit more. Smash that like button, BRB. All right, guys, we're back. Thank you. Musk is looking to make X cash and payments bank it through X, likely to tie in with Visa. Crazy. I wonder when Bonk is going to drop, probably through the night. But yeah, anywhere in this region should be a good low leverage short on Bonk. I don't see it holding support. Ultimately, when Bitcoin breaks at 85, whatever I said, target. Is anyone in any trades at the moment? Shorts, longs? Shout out to all the new people subscribing to the channel, guys. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Besides Aave, is anyone in anything else? 72 hours stream. I did 100 chicken nuggets live one time. Maybe I'll do that. I'm not going to be eating them all at once. Four-star, what is up? We took a little vacation. ETH short. Aave short. Okay, good stuff. ETH is looking okay. ETH will drop. It definitely will. But it is a bit risky down here. You can stay on your short for sure. But you'll have more confirmation off of the break right here. But guys, ETH and Bonk will be amazing shorts, especially ETH. I needed a break from trading for a bit. A long break from trading. Udell, how you doing? Longed? I'm not longing. Nope. I don't think anybody's longing. How does hype look? Hit the yearly level. Let's check out hype, guys. All right, let's see what hype is doing. So hype could drop down to about 23-ish in that area right there. I would say hype is probably going to go chase the wick at around 21. 21. Perfect. Ave's dumping now. So, well, not dumping, but confirmation of multiple candles closed to the break of trend. So that is good. Look at dude, Pengu. Okay, I'll look at dude. Dude, what is this another? Should you close your long? What are you longing, fam? Who is crushing it on the Ave short, guys? What I want you to do is I want you guys to go to beastlimitless.com and put your wins in the win section right here on your Ave trade. Okay? beastlimitless.com is our app, it's our website. Go put your wins there and show me all the wins that you guys are doing on your Ave trade. It motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing and giving calls. What are you longing? And yeah, non-FA, I can't tell you to get out of anything. Thanks, Chris. Dude is on an uptrend. What do uptrends mean in this market? I have no idea. Another RSI heat map find. So technically, I would be shorting dude right here. Technically, I'd be shorting because it's in a triple top and it broke the trend. So for me, I would be shorting this. If it breaks out of low leverage, right? It's a low cap, but if it breaks out of here, oh well. But it did break the trend. Back in profit on Ave. Let's go, Loza. Sometimes moving the stop loss is all that matters. Crushing it on Ave. Pengu is on strong support. You longed BTC at 86. Yeah, this is a good short. I would be doing low leverage though. And mark your support areas. So I can't tell you to get out of a Bitcoin long, but what I will tell you is that we broke this little uptrend and the 1 hour is almost overbought. When this 1 hour hits the top, it is going to drop. The thing is, you've already broken the macro trend here on Bitcoin, right? So this is not going to go back up to whatever it is because it already broke it. And this move here last night, guys, I did a very, look, we're not perfect, okay? I should have done better job on my channel. But again, we're not perfect. When I looked at this, I seen that Bitcoin was bouncing off of the channel, okay? But this is where I messed up. And I'm telling you guys, I messed up because I should have said that the market was going to dump if I would have looked at this. It's okay. We mess up, right? I lose trades. I'm not a robot. I'm good at what I do. But the dotted red lines is alert. I put an alert here. But I really messed up last night. I'm going to tell you guys why I messed up. Not because I was wrong, but because I drew the channel a bit off. If you look at the channel right here, this is essentially, okay, no. So what you want to do is you want to go from this wick to here to this candle point right there. This candle body close, you can see, you line it up. This isn't going to matter because it's at the bottom, but this right here is the previous low off that bounce. That is where the trend line should have been. And you would perfectly see that Bitcoin back tested it. So I noticed it at 4 a.m. in the morning and I put an alert in my trading group. I'm out of every single trade. And some people were confused, man. Bitcoin broke out. No, Bitcoin broke out. Bitcoin broke down and back tested this and dumped. Because now it back tested this downtrend, which means it'll officially head to 81 or lower. So that was my fault, and I'm going to take ownership for that. Sometimes you got to look at your channels better. But I gave you guys a good profitable call on Aave because it is absolutely tanking. Not tanking, but dropping. So I would be cautious right here at about 177. If it breaks 177, guys, we are completely dumping to nothing. Crazy fake out, man. Crazy fake out on Aave. So here's the same thing. We can do this with Bitcoin like we did on Bitcoin that we could do with Aave. This is a bit of a learning lesson, guys. So here, honestly, Aave just faked out. That's all it was. I can't even find a reversal on the channel. If I go from here to here, yeah, fake out on Aave. That was it. I can't even find an area, right? So essentially you're drawing channel to channel and you're going to see Aave hit about 177. You relook at the trade and see if it breaks. If it breaks, you make a lot of money. If it holds support here, you probably get out and go to bed. If not, then you open up a low leverage short. But being that it has officially retraced the channel here, it should definitely come back down. Should. So that is a bit of learning lesson for everybody, guys. This is why you don't long a downtrend, because they fake out. I've been saying this since we've been doing lives. The trend is your friend, right? Like, seriously, put the trend is your friend on your laptop. Tattoo it on you if you have to. I'm going to be getting a trend is your friend tattoo right here. So every single time I look at my hand, I have it tattooed on me. People are going to think it's stupid, crazy. But no, guys, because sometimes in our mind with candle movement, we go against the trend, and that is the reality. Josh on Bonk, when do we start shorting? It's slowly dribbling down now. So it looks like the market is about to roll over. Shouldn't Bitcoin go to 96 even? Just curious, where are you seeing that? Why are you saying 96? I would love to get some feedback on it. You're not wrong. Nobody's wrong. It could go to anything, right? But I'm just curious, what is making you think Bitcoin's going to go to 96? Can you look at HSI index? Durgesh, no problem. So Alan, pretty much at the break of this channel. So what you want to do is you want to draw your channel. And when Bitcoin breaks this back test is when you want to get into it. Also, when the 1 hour is overbought, and the 1 hour is overbought. I really didn't want Bonk to drop during the live. I didn't want it to happen because now it's so hard for me to, I can get into it for sure, but yeah, it's dropping. It's about to break here. The golden short on Bonk that we've been waiting for is coming into fruition. That means the market is about to crash and burn, guys. I can see it happening right away. Yeah, so Bonk is breaking the trend. Low leverage though, right? Like, I don't know. So what I'm waiting for is the back test of Bonk. Okay, so you're not wrong. Bitcoin could go to anywhere. I'm not saying you're wrong, but what I am saying is this key factor right here was a bounce, retest of the downtrend. And anytime you see a move like this, you're going to dump. There is no more trend. The uptrend from $81,000 is done, gone, kaput, done, bye. Okay. So with sell the news, and I don't want to say don't pay attention to it because it does matter. Like FOMC matters. All of this stuff matters. I just believe a lot of it is factored in, and already you have broken the trend. So personally, I don't see Bitcoin even going back to 87, to be honest. Because now we broke this 5 minute, right? We broke the 5 minute right here. Man, Crayola drawings. I'm not. And essentially, we can see that Bitcoin faked out. Again, London might manipulate, guys, to 86.1. Possibly. London or New York, one of them two. But we could pretty much see that we broke. K-Bond, what is up? 79.82 bounce back to 103. Very, very possible. I like your idea. However, I do want to point out to you that we are in a macro downtrend channel. So typically what happens is we go to the bottom of the channel, which would be about 70, I would say about 72. If we look at our liquidity gaps right here, by the way, here's the next major gap on Aave, 178. But if we go to our liquidity gaps right here on Bitcoin, like, I don't know why I draw these and leave them. You go down to your daily because we're heading to the daily. You're definitely right. You're definitely right. We have 80-ish to about 78. So this is going to be a very strong area to break, which is crossed. Bonk is dumping, guys. There you go. So that would be my short. Here would be my short on Bonk. Low leverage, though, it's the low cap, right? We've been wanting to get into this bonk trade for the whole month. 2 months, I even would say, right? So there you go. Now, if you didn't get into bonk, you're pretty much getting in at the back test here, and then you're looking at it rolling over. Let's look at our liquidity gaps here on bonk. I don't like trading low caps, guys, and holding them, but I will show you the area that we need to break. So if we're looking at bonk on the daily here, we can see we've been holding this gap. Once we break this gap, you're looking you're looking literally almost 100% drop on bonk. Okay, so we broke the uptrend. Sure, you could bounce right here. Again, London could fake out, but you want it to break this liquidity gap right here. We continually tested it, which is a test of support in this area right here 3 times, and we didn't hold it, right? So boom, there you go. We've been waiting for this bonk trade for a real long time. Real long time. I've been talking about it for a month. And now Aave is starting to come down. Everything, all the altcoins, guys, are starting to come down. The reason being is because we broke the 5-minute trend. Okay, so we broke this 5-minute trend here. And this was from the New York session. So it actually was a very strong trend. Okay, so we broke it. Boom, boom, boom. And now we're going to dump. So if I go to my liquidity blocks on total 3, come on up, guys. Whoever got into Aave, you guys are printing. If I go into, whatchamacallit, total 3, I look at my liquidity gaps and see the bounce for see the bounce here. On the daily, because we broke the daily. Total 3 is essentially going to dump another 7%, which are going to take down your altcoins a lot. Now, when total 3 gets in this area, guys, this is going to be a major support level for total 3. As you can see, it says discount here, okay? Major support level for total 3, major. But you can see total 3 dumping. That huge bear flag it was in, broke it, and now you're going to drop down to that 762. Ultimately, though, if you look at the channel that we're in on total 3, we can drop all the way down to $729. So where was my liquidity block? 755. 729, where is that? Right here. So this would be the area you're looking at a bounce on total 3. Okay? Fast Easy, what is up? What do you mean, what oscillator? That is like a bookmap platform I'm using for order blocks, essentially. So it shows my sweeps. It shows my equilibrium support. But that is how we know that this is going to come down. So if we look at Bonk, yeah, there we go. So Bonk broke the trend. Bonk could still backtest this area right here. Okay, now keep in mind, guys, I do think Bonk is a good short, but I would look at possibly taking profit here because they could bounce in this area here. It should dump. But yeah. My dog's literally just barging the door. Literally just barging the door. What's up, Doc? I have no idea. I don't use that. I only use the liquidity blocks. No idea. Take profit for Bonk is going to be so remember, guys, low leverage. We could backtest this break of trend and continue down. We might just dump. We honestly might just dump. I've been waiting for this Bonk short for a real long time, like ages, and we are finally here. We've been talking about this Bonk short for like forever. Now, let's see if it plays out, right? Because we still got support right here. Keep that in mind. And I really don't trust London at all. Yeah, I don't really know how to use that oscillator. I just check the liquidity gaps, essentially, is what I'm looking for. Okay, so there's Bitcoin dropping, guys. Double bottom coming up. Double bottom coming up. We'll see if we break it. We're probably going to break it. We already broke the trend. We're almost overbought in the 1 hour. Everything is about to crash and burn, literally about to crash and burn. We can see the 4 hour going down here. Our 8 hour time frame has 3 more hours left until it reaches the bottom, or probably 6 hours, but Ethereum dropping nicely. Yeah, Ethereum's going to be a good short. It hasn't dumped yet. Ethereum is going to be a dynamite short when Ethereum drops and you get the back test. It is going to completely dump. Aave is coming down, guys. Really good. We're at 184, 185 on Aave. I'd really like to get a short in on Ethereum. Really would love to get a short in on Ethereum. Whoo, ETH is about to dump, baby, dump. Isn't Aave in the Ethereum ecosystem? If that is the case, that means Aave is really going to dump. Let me go check that out real quick. Because that's also probably why Aave hasn't dumped. It dumped, but it keeps on bouncing back up, is because of, yep, Aave is Ethereum. So guys, look for the drop on Aave when Ethereum breaks this trend. Aave is absolutely going to get annihilated when Ethereum breaks trend, because Aave is an Ethereum contract. And Ethereum is holding on to dear life here. So when Ethereum breaks trend, you could expect Aave to just crash and burn. Crash and burn, crash and burn. And ETH is very, very close. Not yet, but it is close. Very important moment coming up. Yep, we see it right here. We see it right here. Who's waiting for the big drop, guys? I'm going to stay live because this is a turning point. I'm going to stay live. Yeah. That means I might be ordering McDonald's or something. Because if Ethereum breaks, that means Aave is absolutely going to dump. Mudil, I hope it goes up. Hope I said your name right, Mudil. Brother, can I teach you something? I really appreciate you for being a part of the channel. You're holding on to a loss, and I don't recommend holding on to a loss. You may, non-financial advice, you may get one more push to 86, maybe into London. Maybe. I'm trying to make everybody make money here. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not a financial advisor, guys, but you guys are absolutely printing on Aave right now, like printing. And if Ethereum dumps, I am telling you guys, Aave is going to crash and burn. So ETH needs to tank, because we could literally go to 140 on Aave if ETH dumps. I'm not kidding. If you're looking at ETH all the way down here, that would be the same drop as when Aave went down to 142. What was it? 145. But Ethereum does need to break. Or order a Montreal sandwich and let's go. Montreal. I love my Montreal steak meat. Take profit on ETH and target. So I'll be real with you. Ride it. Well, don't ride it. Actually, let me show you. I shouldn't say ride it. Things retrace. But you're going to get the drop, and then you're going to get the retrace, and then you're going to get another drop. Or maybe you won't get the back test, but you should. So if we look at our liquidity blocks here on Ethereum, so we're looking at the 18-hour because the 18-hour would be breaking trend. We're right there. We see it, obviously, is at the bottom. If you're trying to get into a short now, I wouldn't, but technically we know it is going to drop. So major support on ETH is going to be about 2,600, obviously, to the bottom. Your next support is going to be about 2,000 on ETH, 2,100 lining up to right here. So about 2,100 on Ethereum. we could talk about it going lower, but let's talk about it going to 2100 first, right? Let's run it up, guys. Let's smash up this like button, guys. I appreciate you all for joining this live. Shout out to all the new fam. Get cozy. This is the type of profits you guys are going to be making on this channel. So you guys might notice Aave is chill, like, you know, paused for a bit because Ethereum is paused. GP, you're longing Aave if it drops below 183. Hey, go ahead, GP. I know you're a scalper. You know where you get in and out, right? Non-financial advice. Just look at the channel I have. And this would ideally be your support right here, about 178. But it did break the macro channel here, so it is retracing, right? You're just waiting for that 1 hour. 1 hour is already overbought. Setup for Ethereum. The Ethereum setup is outside of the break of the channel. If you guys are making money in our community, guys, I want to see you put 71 in the comment section below. Non-financial advice, brother. It could go back to 86, okay? I'm telling you right now, London might manipulate. $15 minutes oversold, right? So don't close the trade because I say we could drop. Just know your resistance right here. Honestly, you can stay in the trade and just make sure it doesn't break 86.3 and you're golden. If it breaks here, you get out, right? Everybody's making money. Appreciate you guys. And that would mean the target would essentially, look, Bitcoin's already coming up a bit here. That would mean the target would essentially be 84. Or sorry, 71. Cool, cool. Good to see you guys making money. Michael, what is up, brother? I appreciate you, man. How you doing? So guys, I will be doing another giveaway at 200 subscribers. I have to go through some verification thing. So I'm still waiting on the other one, but once I get through that verification thing, we're going to be doing another giveaway for sure. What time frame channel are you looking at on Ethereum? So I'm on the 18-hour. I'm on the daily 18-hour. So I drew my first channel to the top here to here. And this is when everyone said Ethereum was breaking out. And I've got another channel in the 4-hour drawn sideways from 2,600 to about 2,700. And essentially, I'm just waiting for this to come down like this all the way to 21. We're right there on Ethereum, guys. We are right there. ETH whales are holding on for dear life. Yep, they definitely are, for sure, for sure. Look, it's going to fake everybody out with the double bottom, Ethereum. We break this double bottom, guys, we're done. And essentially, we are done. We just broke the channel, right? We'll see what Bonk is doing. Just Josh and yeah, I appreciate you, brother. Welcome to the fam. Welcome to the fam. I appreciate you. So are we going to drop through the night is the question, and then continue the drop into the New York session? It does look like that. Bitcoin's almost overbought in the 1 hour, guys. We need Bitcoin to be overbought on the 1 hour to really initiate the drop. Shout to everybody for staying on the live, guys. I appreciate you guys. It means a lot, especially tonight. Okay, Ethereum. We break this double bottom, we're done. Look at this perfect double bottom, faking everybody out. See, once you guys break a trend, the double bottom won't really matter. Double bottom won't matter once you break trend. You could have a double bottom all you want, a double top, but once you break trend, the only thing I don't like about on Ethereum right now is the 1 hour is not overbought yet. So a lot of Ethereum. Let me look at SNX. Oh yeah, SNX is done. Ground, to the ground, about to dump again. If you guys want short SNX, I don't know any more support on it. But, oh, there goes Bitcoin. But SNX is an Ethereum coin, okay? So essentially what we're doing is we're targeting Ethereum projects. But if it breaks this high, it will definitely pump. So tight stop loss if you are going for SNX. Remember what I said, guys, into London. We could manipulate into London, all right? We could definitely manipulate into London, which is what Bitcoin. So here's the double bottom on Bitcoin now. This is where everything gets fancy. People are going to think it is a double bottom, but we did break the trend. So because this trend is broken, typically that means we are going to go back down, but we'll see. We'll see, right? Anything could happen in cryptocurrency. This is what I was waiting for, was the double bottom. Now I want to see if we come up back to 86.3, which is what I said that London would possibly manipulate into. Okay, let's do a little poll. Who thinks the double bottom is going to play out and we are going to pump all the way up to 89? Who thinks the double bottom is not going to play out and we are going to dump all the way to 81? Okay, check out a short on Uni. Oh, right. Uni and ETHFI. I forgot. Those are also Ethereum. Same with Ethereum Classic. Let the games begin, guys. Let the games begin. That is really key support for Bitcoin right now. Well, Uniswap is very, very close to chasing this wick. Very close. So we've got key support here on Uni. If it breaks here, yeah, you're dumping all the way to $2, which is absolutely ludicrous. I would love Bitcoin to go up one more time. To about 86.3 is what I want. Or at least 86. If Bitcoin goes back up to 86, I'll be happy. Right, guys, smash up that like button. Let's run up the live. I appreciate you guys. We've got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left on this candle. Wow, we're almost at 3 hours. Crazy. So if this double bottom is going to play out, it would pump back up to 86.3 and drop. Potentially. See, like I said earlier, guys, Tokyo is in an accumulation phase. Aave could retrace 188. By the way, just so you guys know. Got a little bit of a pump here in Aave, but you did break trend, so it never retraced break of trend. So you're looking for possibly a retrace here and then a rollover. The other thing that could happen is retrace this resistance right here. But you are in the downtrend, so pretty much you should drop down to that 177. Look at this double bottom faking everybody out, or we'll see, right? Market makers are going to do what the market makers are going to do. So Ethereum already broke the double bottom. So you can cancel Ethereum with that double bottom. Now it is really just at support of the trend. But if anybody is looking to short Ethereum here, guys, I would wait until Ethereum, if you're not in a short already, until Ethereum backtests, and then you're looking for that major drop. Let's see as what Bonk is doing. It probably went up a bit. Not too bad. Dropped all the way down to here. Pretty much double bottomed. 1 hour overbought. Looking good. What's the 8 hour on Bonk? Azad, how you doing? Shorting SPY. There you go. The SPX. Yeah, 8 hours looking good too. So Tokyo will be wrapping up in a couple of hours, guys. There you go. Big fake out on Bitcoin. Big fake out on Bitcoin. But obviously we did break the trend, so we're just going sideways, continuing to go sideways. This is why you don't want to catch a falling knife here until the support actually breaks. Okay, 1 more minute. Let's see the direction we're moving here in the market. Now I am getting kind of tired, guys, so we'll probably wrap this up shortly. But I do want to see if we are going to at least backtest that resistance there. Okay. 5 minute overbought. 15's oversold, so I don't really see Bitcoin doing anything until London. I don't really see Bitcoin doing anything until the London session. Probably range and accumulate in this area right here. And then either drop or go up. But again, we've broken trend. So okay, and for the people about Aave, we are in a downtrend. It is moving up a bit. You've got resistance. Well, you've got resistance right here, which is the channel. And then you'd be looking at rolling over, essentially. Because everything does have to backtest the channel, or it should, for it to be a clear drop. Okay? Everything's at the bottom, guys. Very, very at the bottom. So you got to see what it is going to do. I don't see Bitcoin going up past 86 4. And the reason being is because we've already broken the trend. So if we're looking right here, Bitcoin should range between 86.2 and then 86.4. In this region, you're looking at Bitcoin ranging. If it breaks that back into the channel, then you are potentially look at this going up a lot more. All right. But as of right now, everything is still in a downtrend, and it should drop after it hits this area right here, possibly 86.1 even. But it did break trend. So you're looking at that range. Shout out to all the people on the live. Shout out to the new people, guys. We do a live 8:30, 8 p.m. at night, and also 8 a.m. and 8:30 in the morning. I want Bitcoin to go back up to 86 one more time. So one key thing is when you break the trend or when you break a trend, it is very, very hard to break it. So you're looking at this type of range. All right, guys. So if Bitcoin breaks this, it's probably going to take another 2 hours, and I'm actually getting tired. We're about 3 hours, but I will show you the Aave trade and where you'd want to get out. So if you're looking at Aave here, you've broken the channel. You've got a nice little downtrend here. And hypothetically, this could pump up to 188 and then continue back down all the way to 177. Because the 4-hour initial trend is dropping, and the 8-hour and the 18-hour. If it breaks this, it will definitely go up. Could be a fake out, but definitely would move up if it breaks it. You're shorting SPY, there you go. But again, non-financial advice, guys. If you're in profit, set your stop losses in profit and be done with it, right? Go to bed, have a good night kind of deal. But we know Bitcoin's going to range in this area a bit more. So I am going to sign off for the night. Go look at my trades. And make sure you guys set your stop losses in profit. London, we may get a bit more direction into London. This should be the top 86. If we break 86, you're looking for the back test. You're looking for the back test at 86, and then you're looking for a pump. If it wants to break it, which it shouldn't, but if it does, anything could happen. This is crypto, right? Otherwise, we range from 85.1 to about 86.4. Okay. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. We'll see you tomorrow morning. I'm exhausted. I literally can't look at charts anymore. My eyes are seeing the same thing. So analysis paralysis. But if you guys haven't signed up for beastlimitless.com, guys, it is free. It is our app. Post wins, post charts for other people, and stuff like that. All right. So beastlimitless.com if you are new to the fam. All right. We will see everybody tomorrow morning, I think. Hold on. Tomorrow's Tuesday, of course. I don't even know what day it is. Okay, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Take care. We'll see you in the app. Keep the notification bell on. Follow on X, all of that jazz.